10 post-WrestleMania 35 plans we hope are false. Number 10. Becky Lynch heading to Raw. Following WrestleMania 35, there's a chance that a WWE draft will be coming soon. As the company looks to continue shaking things up, and with SmackDown set to air on Fox, there is a chance some big names will be joining Team Blue. With that in mind, and Becky Lynch's recent surge in popularity, WWE might be looking to even things out by putting her on Monday Night Raw. But that would be a big mistake, as one of the reasons she has been so great is that she has an underdog vibe on SmackDown, as well as that SmackDown being just 2 hours has helped her immensely as she isn't overexposed, something that would be sure to happen on the 3-hour Monday Night Raw where talents often appear in 3 or 4 segments in a night. Number 9. Ricochet joins 205 Live. Since joining WWE, Ricochet has been one of the most exciting wrestlers in the entire company, showing everyone what his diehard fans already knew, which is that he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. However, one rumor that has stayed persistent about Ricochet's future is that WWE might be planning on putting him on 205 Live in a bid to get even more eyes on the Cruiserweight product, but that isn't the best way to use him. While 205 Live is a good show, Ricochet would be totally wasted by being on it, as not enough people watch the show. Ricochet could easily be a star on the main roster, in the same way that Rey Mysterio was, if booked correctly, and WWE needs to avoid this mistake. Number 8. Alberto Del Rio Returns. Another rumor that has been doing the rounds is that former WWE and World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio could be set to make one final return to the company for one last run before he retires as a wrestler. Vince McMahon and Del Rio get along very well and have huge respect for each other, hence why Vince always made sure Del Rio was pushed during his stints with the company. But right now, he just isn't needed on the roster. WWE has arguably too much talent, with so many fantastic wrestlers not being able to get on the show, that bringing back someone who has had their time in the spotlight and has a terrible attitude backstage is just a bad decision. Number 7. Lacey Evans gets immediate title shot. Lacey Evans is one of the NXT superstars who's going to be called up as part of the fresh start WWE is currently rolling out, and it has been reported that Vince McMahon is a big fan of her work, and there are plans for her to receive a solid push upon arrival. On paper, this is a great idea. It instantly makes her a big star in the eyes of the WWE universe and will make sure that she isn't one of NXT's flops that fails to make an impact. However, her push shouldn't go straight to the Women's Championship. That would be an error on WWE's behalf. While Evans is good and has a unique heel character that also has a great babyface potential, she's still very new to the big stage. Having yet to be given a big chance in NXT, a huge push straight off the bat would be a risky move. Number 6. Another AJ Styles heel turn. In recent weeks, it seems that WWE has been heavily teasing that AJ Styles might be set for another heel turn, with Vince McMahon making a more aggressive side of him appear. While a heel AJ is still very entertaining, as he has proven once before in WWE, right now, the company needs a big babyface, especially after turning Daniel Bryan at the end of 2018, and AJ can be that man. Monday Night Raw needs a new face due to Roman Reigns' illness, and when a draft takes place, AJ could easily become the man, getting the chance to run Monday Night Raw, but that can only happen if he remains a babyface, and that is exactly what WWE should do. Number 5. Braun Strowman joins SmackDown, feuds with Bryan. Should AJ Styles move over to the red brand, WWE will be likely moving a major name to the blue side to even the playing field, and someone who has been rumored for that move is Braun Strowman, with the Daniel Bryan feud for the WWE Championship being reported. While the idea of a David vs Goliath storyline between them is interesting, Bryan is currently a heel and Strowman the babyface, and that dynamic doesn't work quite as well when they're in the current roles. SmackDown is known for being more about the wrestling than the over-the-top storylines like Raw is, which is why Braun is better suited being on the red brand, and WWE should keep him there, eventually giving him the Universal Championship. Number 4. Hulk Hogan returning as an on-screen character. Ever since Hulk Hogan was put back into the WWE Hall of Fame, the rumors have been constant about when he'll be brought back to Raw or SmackDown as an on-screen character, and following WrestleMania could be the time the company chooses to do that. While people respected Hogan during the recent Gene Okerlund tribute, that was mainly because of the respect fans have for the legendary announcer, not because of how they feel about Hogan. Many still haven't forgotten or forgiven Hogan for his racist words, and a large portion of the fan base have no desire to ever see him on screen again, and there is a chance the company would alienate some of its fan base just to bring him back. Number 3. Nia Jax feuding with Becky Lynch. While the road to WrestleMania is sure to be dominated by Becky Lynch feuding with Ronda Rousey and potentially Charlotte Flair, that is all likely to be wrapped up on the grandest stage of them all, meaning the man will need new competition. One person whose name has been rumored is Nia Jax, which would obviously continue the storyline from when Jax legit broke Lynch's face. but by the time Mania rolls around, that will be incredibly old news. On top of that, nobody actually wants to see them feud. Jax is currently going through a rough patch in her career, where botches seem to be becoming more and more frequent, and she's likely going to be getting less opportunities because of that. Number 2, Mandy Rose wins women's title. A name who Vince McMahon is reportedly very impressed with is SmackDown Live star Mandy Rose. This makes sense as she's improving tremendously inside the ring, and on the microphone, she's very solid. Mandy Rose has a well-built character, and it's clear to see WWE is happy by the increasing amount of time she's getting each week. That is why she's being rumored for a women's championship run as a top heel after WrestleMania season. While there's nothing wrong with promoting new talent in the main event scene, especially when they're improving, but Rose isn't quite at that level yet and needs a little longer to develop before such a push is done. Number 1, New Day split up. For some reason, it's constantly reported that New Day are going to split up, despite every member of the group stating that they don't want that to happen, and neither does the WWE Universe, as the trio still gets great reactions. While it can't be denied they have become slightly stale as of late, and are no longer the main attractions they once were, there are other ways to shake things up without splitting the 3 men up. Have one wrestler chase a singles title while the rest help him, turn them heel again, have them do anything but split. While they're all talented, the trio are better off together than they are apart.